What's going on, guys? Back with a fucking banger. Absolute banger. Stick around to the end. Let's jump right into it, guys. Alright, guys. This video is right when I turned 18. I think it was like 2 or 3 days after my 18th birthday. And I was hanging out with this girl for the first time who was known as the biggest party girl in my area. Like, the biggest party girl. Her name was, we gonna call her Lily. And I had DM'd her and was like, yo, if you ever need anything, just hit me up. I see you have a crazy life. I got a crazy life too. Like, if you ever need a place to crash or if you ever need anything, just hit me up. And she was like mutuals with one of our other friends. So I was like, yo, can you make it so that we meet up and we hang out? And she was like, yeah, like we could go to the hotel and we could have like a hotel party or something. And I was like, yo, that's perfect. So that was our plan. Our plan was to have a hotel party and for me to meet this girl named Lily. And that's kind of what happened. But then it turned out to be like the craziest fucking adventure maybe of my entire life. So we get to this hotel and I meet Lily and she is just what I thought. Like, she's a nice looking girl, but she with her friend's name is Erica. And Erica, I thought Erica was way better than Lily at the time. And I didn't know what to do because I literally had made arrangements to hang out with Lily, but I think Erica's way sexier. And we just start drinking because we bought a hotel room and we were just going to get fucked up and like have a good night. And these girls both start flirting with me and they both start getting super mean to each other. And I mean like making fun of each other, calling out each other's hair, calling each other's names, like whore, hoe, like literally whatever you could think of. They were just being like bitches to each other, straight up. And in my mind, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And at one point, literally straight up pushes her and goes like, fuck you, you can have him if you really want him. And I'm like, bro, are you guys fighting over me? Like, there's enough Jordan to, like, go fucking around. Like, don't you play around, man. Like, there's enough of me to go around. I was like, we could just have a threesome. And these girls are like, no, like, I don't want to do that, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, well, one of you guys need to, like, bow out because y'all fucking up the motion. Like, one of you guys need to, like, pick. Whoever wants me. And it ended up being Erica. So we're in this hotel room and there was like 2 or 3 other people there. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck. We're just getting down. So we started getting down on this bed. And there was this other girl there and she was like, should I just join? And this other girl turns around. She goes, I don't think Jordan would care. And I was like, bro, I would give a fuck. Like, I'm having sex with this girl. Can y'all just like leave? So then they left. And the night goes on. And Lily and Erica then are like, yo, you want to go to this park and have a threesome? And I'm like drunk out of my mind. I'm thinking like, yo, I don't think I'm gonna fucking blast in a threesome, but maybe at some point. And then we start thinking about like what we're gonna do the next day and shit. And this girl Lily was snapping this guy named Jack Bono. If you guys know who he is, he used to be like a TikToker or something. And he stayed in one of the fucking big TikTok houses at the time, like the Clout House or something like that. And Lily was snapping at him, and she was like, I really want to go visit this guy, but he's in LA. And I was like, I just turned 18, like, let's do it. And Lily was on the run at this point. Like, she was 17, and she left her mom's house, and she was just out partying for a couple weeks. So I was like, why don't we just go to LA? I was like, it's my 18th birthday, like, last week. Like, let's just fucking go to LA. And she, like, looks at Erica, and she was like, let me ask Jack. So she texts this nigga Jack. And she's like, yo, if we come to LA, can we, like, stay with you? My bad, guys. That's the joint. She's like, if I come to LA, can I stay with you? Like, me and my 2 friends. And she's like, he said, yeah. So, in our minds, we're like, yo, we gotta get to LA. Like, we're going to LA. And we were, like, dead broke. We didn't have a car or nothing like that. But this one girl was a kleptomaniac, so she would go to this mall, and she would go into, like, high-end stores, and she would steal shit. She would steal, like, belts, jackets, whatever you fucking wanted. And I'm talking about, like, Saks Fifth, Neiman Marcus, like, Canadian Goose brands, like, Louis Vuitton belts, MCM belts, like, big shit. And she did that, and she got probably like $5,000 worth of shit, and we sold it all, so we had like $5,000 to bankroll our trip. And we all get together, and we're like, so how are we gonna do this? So we start texting everybody in our phone. We're like, does anybody want to go to LA? Does anybody want to go to LA? And one of my friends that I met at Dr. Phil's wilderness camp, which we'll get into that story eventually, Mitch texts me, and he's like, yo, I want to go to LA, but you know, I live in Columbus. We live in Michigan, so Columbus is only like 4 hours away. And we're like, so if we come to Columbus, like, will you drive? We don't have a car. And he's like, yeah. So we're like, all right, bet. So guys, this is a Tuesday, and we're making texts, and Erica's sister is like, yo, I'll take you guys after work. And we just have to chill out for a little bit until we go to work. And we're chilling at this Tim Hortons, and next thing you know, you see a fucking car come swerving into the parking lot, and it's Lily's mom. And these girls literally ran. I've never seen girls run so fast in my life. They both split up, and Erica went one way, Lily went one way, and their mom comes in, and she literally calls the police. She's like, do you know where they went? And I was like, no, like, I'm just chilling here. I was like, they're crazy. And I talked to the police. I'm like, I literally have no idea. I was like, I didn't know those girls were on the run or anything like that. That's so crazy. And the police bought it, everything like that. The girls just went to like a nearby cemetery and just hung out there, and we met up like an hour or two later. And then Erica's sister came and picked us up, and we gave her a Louis Vuitton belt and like $300 and convinced her to drive us to Columbus, Ohio. And she did. So she drives us to Columbus, and we text Mitch like, yo, we're about to be there. And he's like, oh shit, like for real? Like, okay. So we get there, and she drops us off. So we're waiting for Mitch to get home. Mitch gets home, and he's like, bro, like, no way you're here. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I thought you were playing, bro. Like, I can't go to LA. Like, I got school in the morning. I'm like, what do you mean, dog? I was like, you just told me to fucking come out here. I asked you probably like 10 times if you were for real, and you were like, yeah. And now you're saying, like, you what? I was like tripping the fuck out. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, what? He was like, I don't even have my license, bro. And then I remembered that this kid was in Dr. Phil's rehab for a reason, bro. Like, this nigga was fucking crazy. And I was like, oh my god. And I was like, okay, well, like, we'll just chill here for a night or two, and then we'll find a new plan. He's like, no, like, I still want to come with you guys. I'm like, so what are we going to do? He's like, I'll steal my dad's car. I'm like, what? He's like, I'll steal my dad's Escalade. And meanwhile, I'm like, let's see if he does this. I'm like, fuck it, alright, do it. And the girls are like, well, we're already in Columbus, like, we got to do something. Like, do it. So he's like, my parents are super like sussed out that you guys are here, but you guys can spend the night for the night, but you guys gotta leave tomorrow when I go to school. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And he's like, I'm gonna go look for my parents' keys, probably at like 9 o'clock. He went and he looked around, and he didn't find anything. And he's like, they probably hit him because like they're sussed out that you guys are here, like on a school night. Like, I didn't really tell them you were coming, and then you just showed up. And I was like, well, that's fucking your fault. And he was like, don't worry, like, when they go to sleep, we're gonna make it happen. So probably at like 11:15, 11:30, he's like, all right, I'm going to go into their room, and I'm going to figure it out. And I'm like, what do you mean, bro? And he comes back like 5 minutes later, and he's got this fucking, if you guys have ever seen a drawer safe, it's like a fucking 15-pound safe that you slide in like a desk drawer next to your bedstand, or like your, yeah. And he comes back with this fucking desk safe. And he's like, bro, you gotta come with me. Like, I don't have the key. We gotta break it open. I'm like, bro, what? I'm then realizing that this kid is, like, manic and crazy, and, like, some shit's about to happen. So we go behind his house, and there's an elementary school probably, like, 200 yards behind his house. So we go to the elementary school parking lot, and he goes, and he just smashes this motherfucking safe, like, 3 or 4 times, and it's not opening. And finally, on like the 6th time or something, the little door pops open and a bunch of shit falls out. And I see this little thing like fucking roll onto the grass. And I put my foot over it. And I didn't know what it was at the time. I just put my foot over it because I was like, damn, like, I'll check this out. Like, it's a safe. You only have expensive stuff in a safe, right? And he motherfucking looks in the safe, and there's no keys in it. So this nigga just broke these this fucking safe that probably cost a couple $100 for no reason. There's no keys in it. And he's like, fuck, bro. Like, what do I do? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, that's on you. And I put whatever was under my foot in my pocket, and I feel it, and it weighs like fucking 8 pounds, bro. Like 8 to 10 pounds, like dead ass. And it's like holding down my pants. So I'm like holding it up in my hand in my pocket, and I'm like tense, so I'm not like showing that it's like pulling my pants down. And we walk back to the house, and he goes in the bathroom or something to brush his teeth, or finally go to the bathroom, and I look at this thing, and it's a fucking silver bar. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a silver bar. It's probably like 6 inches long, like 2 inches thick, pure silver. And I'm like, holy shit. And it says 1 kilo silver on it. So I look it up, and it says it's worth like $1,600. And I'm like, guys, like, we could just buy a plane ticket with this money. Like, we don't have to sell clothes. We could just get on a plane. So that was our plan. We were going to go to a pawn shop, and we were going to get on a plane and sell this gold fucking, or this silver bar, and get on a plane to LA. And all we had to do was wait until the morning. He went to school, and we would go to a pawn shop. And we start watching a movie and just chilling. I'm making out with Erica, and all of a sudden I hear Lily go like, bro, get off of me. Like, stop. Like, what the fuck? Get off of me. And I guess he was getting a little handsy with her. And me and Erica went to the bathroom to fuck. And then we hear it again. And she's like, bro, get the fuck off me. And she's like yelling at him. And she's crying at this point. We're like, oh God. Like, we really don't know what happened. We were in the bathroom fucking. But something happened. And she was crying. And she didn't want to be near him the rest of the night. And so we're being kind of sus at this point. Like, she's being mean because something happened between them. And then I have this fucking bar. So I'm being sus. I'm like, I don't want this nigga to get too close to me. I don't want him to find out type shit. And he ends up putting the safe back, like busted, but back in the drawer. So his parents like weren't too sus at least. And it's probably like 6:45 in the morning. He's like, yo, I gotta go to school in like 20 minutes. Like, you guys want to buy an Uber somewhere? And we're like, yeah. And we put in this place. We looked up pawn shops nearby on his phone stupidly. And we Ubered to this pawn shop, and they wouldn't let us sell it because we didn't have our IDs. Like, all I had was a picture of my ID, but there was one letter on the ID number that was fucking cut off, so you couldn't like see it. So they wouldn't accept my ID, and I didn't have my ID on me. That would have been a problem getting into the plane too. So we finally don't know what to do. Like, we literally have no idea what to do. So we just go to the airport, and we're sitting in the airport lobby, and Erica's like, yo, I'll just use my dad's credit card, and I'll buy 3 tickets on it, and we'll go to fucking LA. And I'm like, okay, like, shit, let's do it. And then I get a call on my phone, and it's the sheriff of the Columbus Police Department. And he's like, hey, like, I want to know what happened. Like, did you steal this thing? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, apparently there was something missing out of this safe. And I was like, what was missing? Like, I have no idea what was going on. And he basically told me what happened, and he basically explained to me that his parents think that Mitch stole this thing and that he blamed it on us. And I was like, holy shit, like, that's crazy. So I got away with this lie because his parents thought that it was him because he was like a crazy, mentally unstable kid. So his parents blamed it on him, and we got away with this $1,500 bar. But we had to sell it somehow, and we couldn't. And Erica tried to buy these plane tickets, but her dad's credit card declined. Like, he locked it or something, knowing that she was gone. And we had no idea what to do. So we were stuck. Have you guys ever went to the airport, like, in between security, before you get in, like, the little part, you can, like, sit there and stuff, kind of by baggage claim, before security, like, you can just chill there. So we literally were sitting there for 3 days. Like, there was a Wendy's nearby, we were eating Wendy's, we were fucking stealing food out of the Meyer gas station. We did not know what the fuck to do, like, at all. And we had to call Erica's sister, and we were like, "Yo, can you come pick us up?" She was like, "Yeah, but I can't come get you till Wednesday. Like, I work." So that's why we had to wait the 3 days, and that was literally the most hell that I've ever waited in my entire life, like entire life. Like, we were sitting out by a gas station on the curb, and literally a homeless dude came up to us and gave us a bag of Wendy's and was like, "Yo, you guys look like you need this more than us." I'll never forget that. Like, we were charging our phone on the side of the gas station. This homeless dude came up and offered me his food, and I was like, "Nah, bro, like that's all you, man. Like, we're good." And I found out like afterwards that like Columbus is like a dangerous place. Like, we probably shouldn't have been out on the streets, like just chilling there. And then also like Mitch was texting me like, "Fuck you, like I know you took it. Like, the 617 is a no-fly zone for you. Like, I got people out looking for you." I'm like, "Bro, like get your people out looking for me. Like, I'm literally in your city and you're not doing shit." And finally, like, we just like were playing with the the luggage carrier, the thing that like spins around. We were playing hide and go seek in the airport. Like, that's all we could do. Like, we were literally just doing dumb shit. And we literally tried every single pawn shop within a 10-mile radius. Like, each of us took turns walking, and we couldn't sell it without an ID. So finally, Erica's sister gets there, and she takes us back. As soon as we get to Detroit, we go to a pawn shop, and we instantly sell that shit for like $900. They took it with no ID for 900, and we got it, sold it, got our money, and I was like, "Damn, guys, so I guess that's the end of our trip, right?" And they were like, "Yeah, like that was just too much for me. Like, between Mitch and like almost getting stranded in Columbus, like I guess that's it." And we didn't go to LA. We made it as far as Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. And I don't know what happened with Lily and Mitch, but I know something bad happened. Like, I hope she didn't get raped, but who knows? Um, Also, I think Mitch went to rehab because of that. Like, I think he ended up going back to rehab. So if you're ever listening to this, my bad. Um, that was basically the story, guys, of us trying to make it to LA and not. If you guys enjoyed this, if you guys want more story times, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will be back with more story times soon. I appreciate you guys all.